When we talk about ancient India, the teaching methods in ancient India were very diverse. Some of them are still being practiced with a different terminology, obviously. So like we had Anukaran, Punaravritti, which is the imitation and repetition method, the Prashnottar Vidhi, which is the question and answer method, Swadhyay, which is the self-study, Brahman Vidhi, which is the touring method, Katha Kathan Vidhi, which is the storytelling method, Tark Vidhi, and likewise. Now, what we see is that there was an emphasis given on the oral traditions, and conversation was much more dominant in certain teaching methodologies, for which one of the most evident was the Prashnottar Vidhi, also known as the question and answer method. So, going forward in the presentation, I would be presenting three evidences from the ancient Indian scriptures. These are basically about the conversations between two people. One would be the teacher, this other would be a learner. And we would try to see that, what is happening in those conversations and how the rishis were able to mold the conversation in a way so that, there was always an added learning attribute in their conversation. So the first conversation is between Rishi Markandeya and King Vajra, where the king is asking the Rishi on how to build a statue. So he's basically seeking, he wants to build a statue of a god, and he wants to know that, how do we go about building a statue. Now, this whole conversation is documented in Vishnu Dharmotram Puran within the Chitrasut part of it. This is the Sanskrit transcript. I would switch to the English one, and wherein he asks that, okay, teach me the principles of statue building. To which Rishi says that, one who does not know the art of sketching cannot understand the art of statue building. To which he further questions that, okay, teach me sketching. To which he asked that, okay, before sketching, you must be aware of the body forms, you must be aware of the dance forms. Hence, you must be aware of the Nritya Kala, which is the dance forms of it. So he said, okay, please teach me dancing. To which he further says that, okay, because dancing is based on the beats and the musical instruments, you must be aware of that. And further, he says that, musical instruments needs to be learned only when you have a basic background of the Geet, which is the singing, and the prose and the verses, which is the Gadya and the Padya. Now,